Prize money. France walked into this tournament knowing that every win is worth millions. FIFA has set aside $871 million for the 48 teams, the biggest prize pool in World Cup history. France collected $12.5 million just for showing up. Every round they win adds more, reach the final, and they earn $47 million. Win it, and that number jumps to $50 million. Here's the shocking part. France almost complained they might lose money at this tournament. Before the first ball was kicked, the French Federation reportedly told FIFA they were worried about making a profit if they exited early, because competing in the United States is expensive. Hotel costs, travel between 3 countries, daily allowances cut from $850 to $600 per delegation member. A shock group stage exit could have left France financially worse off than if they had never qualified. That fear is gone now. Every match from the quarterfinals onward puts millions more in the Federation's account. Nike kit deals. France has the most valuable squad at this entire tournament. Transfer Market values their players at 1.52 billion euros, more than England, Spain, Portugal, or Germany. And Nike pays to put their logo on every single one of those players. The deal is worth approximately 100 million euros per year. That is not a misprint. 100 million euros annually just for the right to design and sell the France jersey. Nike keeps every euro from shirt sales globally on top of that. The France shirt consistently ranks among the top 3 best-selling national team jerseys on earth, which means Nike's 100 million euro annual commitment is almost certainly one of the most profitable kit deals in sports. Sponsorship. The French Football Federation runs a separate commercial empire that has nothing to do with FIFA's structure. Orange, the French telecommunications giant, pays to associate with Les Bleus across all competitions. Uber Eats holds a deal running through 2028. In 2024 and 2025 combined, French Federation sponsorship and television rights generated around 199.6 million euros. The fascinating twist is that the Federation built its 2026 World Cup budget, assuming only a quarter-final finish. They were so conservative with expectations that every win from the semifinal onward triggers performance bonuses written into sponsor contracts that the Federation did not officially plan for. In other words, France's commercial partners are currently paying out money they budgeted as unlikely. Image rights war. This is where things get genuinely dramatic. 4 years ago, Kylian Mbappe led a revolt. Several French players discovered that the Federation was using their images, their faces, their likenesses to promote gambling companies and fast food brands without telling them. Mbappe and his teammates refused to participate in official commercial shoots until FIFA changed the rules. The dispute delayed France's team photo at Qatar 2022. FIFA eventually introduced updated image rights regulations ahead of 2026 that gave players a clearer share of commercial income generated by their own image. It was one of the most significant player power moments in World Cup history, and France started it. Club compensation. When PSG released Dembélé and their other France internationals for this tournament, they did so without receiving a single euro directly from the Federation. FIFA handles that separately through its club benefits program, a $355 million fund distributed to clubs based on how many players they contributed and how far those players' teams advanced. As France reached the later rounds, the daily accumulation for clubs like PSG, Real Madrid, and Bayern Munich grows into substantial payments. PSG alone could receive several million dollars by the time the tournament ends, simply for releasing their players to represent their country. The clubs do not choose to receive this money, it is calculated automatically. And the further France go, the more their home clubs earn without playing a single match themselves. Broadcasting. France consistently delivers some of the largest domestic television audiences in European football. When Les Bleus play, TF1 and M6, France's 2 main commercial broadcasters record viewing figures that rival national elections. The Federation does not control World Cup broadcast rights since FIFA sells those centrally, but every non-World Cup France match Nations League, friendlies, qualifiers is sold by the Federation directly to broadcasters, generating tens of millions in annual rights income. The World Cup creates a commercial multiplier effect for all of that. A France semi-final appearance in 2026 means their next Nations League campaign sells for more. Their next friendly commands a higher broadcast fee. Their next sponsorship renewal opens at a higher baseline. The tax shock? Here is something almost nobody is talking about. FIFA successfully negotiated full tax tax exemptions in Canada and Mexico for all competing teams. In the United States, they could not, which means France, based in Boston for the group stage with all 3 group matches on American soil, faced American tax liability on their World Cup income earned in the U.S. State tax rates vary dramatically across the 16 host cities. A match in Texas carries different tax implications than a match in New York. FIFA promised to work with national federations to navigate these challenges. France's federation was reportedly doing the financial modeling to understand exactly how much of their prize money and commercial income would be absorbed by American taxes before they even kicked a ball. It is the only World Cup in recent history where a team could technically win more prize money by being eliminated in Canada, rather than advancing further into the United States stages of the tournament.